Hello everybody and welcome. So like I said in the previous video about GLP, I would talk more about weight loss and why you are not seeing a difference. So why are you not? What's going on? Why are we not seeing a difference? So there's actually multiple different factors that play into that, and it's all really interesting how it comes together. And it's really interesting. So why are you not seeing a difference? So whether it's weight loss or weight gain, there is specific factors that play into your journey and making you feel less self-conscious and more confident in your body. Now, key points to remember. Number one, most, if not all, celebrities are using their money for surgeries and for things like Ozempic and other things. There are cheaper options out there, as I talked about in the last video. I am really looking forward to starting my new products with Thrive and seeing how their GLP box helps me in my, I don't want to say weight loss journey. We'll get into that in a bit, but in my journey in being more comfortable in my body. So there are cheaper options. If you're something you really struggle with and you really want to see a change faster than just working out, I would recommend checking her out. Again, I'll link everything down below. Number two, there's different ways not to do things. People talk about different ways to do it, and from what I've learned, most of them don't work. As somebody who's tried almost everything and cannot seem to lose weight, it does not work. It really doesn't work. And I'll get into that too. I just want to list everything off for you guys to see, and then we'll build on it. We'll go deeper into it. Now, the solution is so simple. It sounds stupid, and honestly, it sounds fake. When I first heard it, I was like, what the hell, are you serious? This is all I've had to do for the past 8 years. All you gotta do is sleep well, eat well, drink water, care for your mental health, work out. That's it. Really as simple as that. But how? Why? For somebody who has been trying for many, many years to lose weight, I cannot believe it has always been so simple. As somebody who has had multiple different eating disorders, ranging from not eating at all to overeating, and I feel like I've brought this up. It's been this constant back and forth cycle of, okay, I don't eat for a few days, and then I'm so hungry I just overeat, and then I feel guilty and I don't eat, and so it's been this back and forth. And the food that I eat is junk food. It's literally just chips, and it's well, why am I not seeing a difference? I'm working out. Okay, and where's the rest of it? I thought it was as simple as eating and working out, and to find out that it's not is really interesting, and I do have actual proof of this. And don't know if anybody's noticed, I have lost a lot of face fat, and so we'll get into that later too. There's a big difference between weight loss and body fat loss, and you'd think, well, if you lose body fat, you lose weight, but not as much as you think. Not as much as you think, and that's what was so frustrating, was I could see my body was changing, but the scale wouldn't change, and it was really frustrating to see, because I wanted the scale to go down and see a physical change in my body. And that just wasn't happening, and so I was really uncomfortable and insecure in my own body. And I finally started taking notes and doing research, so I have a little setup. So yeah, let's dig in. Sleep well. We recommended 8 hours of sleep. Now here's the problem with that. The amount of sleep a person will need depends on their age, it depends on their gender. Usually women are recommended more sleep. Men, it's 7 to 8. Women, it can be 8 to 9. So women are typically 8 to 9. Now, teenagers need a lot more sleep. Teenagers, don't get mad at me for this comparison, teenagers are actually a lot closer to toddlers than they are adults, unfortunately. So, as somebody who's 18 years old, I could sleep 12 hours and still be tired. And I'll still go take a nap. I could still go take a nap, because our bodies are a lot more like teenagers. It's hard work growing up, and I think that is something that a lot of parents forget. So if you ever feel why am I feeling so, I'm so tired, I'm so this, I'm so that, everything, it all goes in a circle. You don't do one thing, you throw off the entirety of this is your entire well-being. You don't sleep well, you're not supporting the rest of your system to push you through the day. As much as I like to joke with my friends and say that's what caffeine's for, caffeine can only get you so far. So there is that. So 8 hours of sleep is recommended. That is recommended for the majority of people. Like I said, it depends based on age, based on gender. So if you want to look more into that, you guys are more than welcome to. The reason I say this with such confidence, I did take a psychology class, and one of the big things that we did focus on at some point was the sleep, and how that's why I say toddlers and teenagers are closer together than anything, because it's just how I should say babies, not toddlers. Babies and teenagers just sleep a lot. They just sleep a lot. All they want to do is sleep, eat, and complain. I said what I said. So, eating healthy. Oh, we'll just go eat a salad. Literally not going to do anything. That is not going to get you full. If you do it that way, what you risk doing is you actually risk ending up eating more. And I think that's why there's called like the calorie deficit thing, because basically you eat less, but you still get your protein intake. And the biggest things that I would recommend: protein for building muscle, like noodles, potatoes, bread, stuff like that. It's not gluten, like pasta and protein. And I can never think of what it's called, and I had this conversation with my dad last night, actually. So basically, vegetables, fruits and vegetables, protein, and pasta. That will get you full, that will get you, if you're worried about calories, that will actually get you below your calorie count, plus you will be more energetic. You are fueling your body in all the right ways. Now that doesn't mean that you can't every once in a while go out and get like a little sweet treat, whatever you want to say. 100% can. Because what are we going to the gym for if it's not to eat a bunch of shit? Like, come on, I do that too. I go to the gym 5, 6, sometimes 7 days a week. I'm there for an hour and a half to 2 hours. Hell yeah, I'm gonna come home and want some ice cream once every so often. Like, it's not that serious. It's really not. As long as it's not your full diet, it's not that serious. It's really not. So, starving yourself. A lot of people think starving yourself will do that. That actually comes with its own problem, and there's this whole thing about your body fat. Basically, it reuses it and actually causes you to gain more weight. A ton of other problems that come with that are you're going to have stomach problems, you are going to feel very low on energy, and I have heard, for those of you that are just like really, not sure, it causes like fluids in your stomach to not do something or to do something, and I don't remember what it was, but basically it can cause bad breath. It can be one of the leading causes in bad breath. That and bad hygiene, but that's not related to what we're talking about. So if you really are like, I think starving myself would be a good idea, no, you're actually going to gain weight, you're not going to be able to drop anything, you're going to get really demotivated very quickly, and your breath is probably going to smell bad. It doesn't matter how good hygiene you have, sorry babes, it's going to happen. So there's that. But the other thing too is with going to the gym, you are going to come home and you are going to be a little more hungry. You do have to keep your, you have to keep it under control. You can't just, oh my god, I'm so hungry, I went to the gym, just eat, because low-key defeats the whole purpose of it. So you gotta be careful, you gotta find that balance. And I mean, that's not to say you can't eat, but find something that's heavy in protein. Carbs, that's what it is, carbs. Protein, carbs, and like vegetables and fruits, but it's more for the morning. Also, eat 3 meals a day. Please eat 3 meals a day. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I promise you, it is so much worth it to skip something later in the day. If you really want to skip a meal, skip lunch. But the problem too with skipping meals is you're more likely to eat more snacks throughout the day to keep yourself full, and it's gonna be like chips and like cookies and stuff that's not good. Like, high in sugar, high in calories, if that's what you're really worried about. High in sugar, high in calories, not good for you. Don't do it. It's easier to just eat 3 meals a day, call it a day. Really. And if you're really worried about eating that much, it leads me to my next point. Drink water. So stupid, but drink water. When I first started working at my job that I had almost 2 years ago now, I felt like I was working the dinner shift, so I was working as a server as the dinner shift, so I was in the kitchen a lot. So I got my protein, I got my carbs, and I got my vegetables. The only problem was I'm allergic to a lot of things, so I tried to avoid most of the things that they had on the menu. And what I would do was I would drink straight black coffee, honestly because I couldn't find the cream or the sugar and I was too nervous to ask. So I just drank straight black coffee. And the other thing that I did was I pretty much just ate french fries. So what I lived off of was water, caffeine, and french fries. Dropped so much weight. I said, what? I've been trying for years, and you're telling me I come in this kitchen and in 2 months? Are you serious? Ridiculous. So what I found is that caffeine kind of suppresses your appetite. Like, it makes you think you're full. So that plus like fries, that is high in carbs, and that it keeps you full for longer. It keeps you going for longer. So that was amazing. And then what I did was I was drinking a lot of water. So what I did, I kid you not, I got a gallon-sized water bottle. I got a gallon-sized water bottle, and I would just drink that. Just drink it like crazy. My phone almost died. Okay, but anyway, so a gallon-sized water bottle, I would just drink that like crazy. Like, that would... I think I used to genuinely drink over a gallon of water a day, which that's also bad for you because apparently you can kill yourself drinking too much water. Please don't find me for saying that. But like, bro, you can't win. I feel like you don't drink water, you die. You drink too much water, you die. So it's really about finding the balance. And there's something about water versus weight, and I don't remember if that's to lose weight or what, but drinking water, that's why my parents, when we were younger, when we were kids, my parents would always, and we'd say like, oh, I'm still hungry, and they'd be like, no, drink water and tell me if you're still hungry. We weren't. Because our food just needed time to settle, and we just needed a little bit of liquid in our system. Thank God for that. Still gaining a crap ton of weight. Still over here looking like Humpty Dumpty, but whatever. I've lost a lot of weight now, and that's the important part. Drink water. Drink your water. Stop drinking so much soda, too. Good Lord. It's so full of sugar and other crap that, like, I don't even be like a house nut, but it's so bad for you. Like, every once in a while is fine, but the amount of how often some people drink it is like, we get it, that's your whole damn diet. No wonder you look like that. Sorry, respectfully. Some people drink a lot of soda and they look really good, and it has something to do with like high metabolism and other bullshit. It's not fair. Okay, mental health. You're probably sitting there wondering, what does my mental health have to do with whether or not I gain weight or whether or not I lose weight? So think about it. If you're really stressed, a lot of people hold on to weight when they're stressed. A lot of people also lose weight when they're stressed. So some people will either like hold on and gain an immense amount of weight because they're so stressed, but on the other end of the spectrum, they could lose so much weight because they are so stressed, and it's insane. It is insane. So the biggest thing to do, I mean, of course, your mental health will affect everything. It will affect your diet. It will affect your sleep. It will affect every aspect of your daily life. As someone who's lived with depression for, I don't know, I had to go on medication. I stopped taking it because I felt like it, and I mean, I'm doing fine. I'm still kind of like coming off of it, and it's weird. But I was on antidepressants for like a year and a half, I think. It was, yeah, it upped my appetite, which was not fun. It was not fun to deal with. It made it harder to lose weight, not fun to deal with. But there are so many side effects of medication, I'm really bothered about. So if I can find a way to take care of my mental health, I will. Leads me to my next one. Working out. Working out is good for your physical health, for your mental health, your well-being, all around. So what I started doing was, my job was really stressing me out, and I was like, I need to go to the gym. I'm not going to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do it, but I'll go at 11 o'clock at night. Guess what? I've been doing it for like 3 months now. Big difference. Big difference. Can't stand up all the way, but like, your girl's losing weight. Body fat. That's what I said I'd get into in a minute. The other big thing too is, I was listening to like a podcast or something, and I think it was David Goggins, and he basically said, don't go based off motivation, go based on consistency. Because if you go based off of motivation, you're never going to want to do it. You're going to keep making excuses and excuses and excuses and excuses, and tomorrow never comes. So go based on consistency. Like if you know, oh, I have to go to the gym today, but I really don't want to. Okay, you'll lose your streak. You're so consistent with that streak on Snapchat. Why don't you go keep up that streak at the gym? I sound like, side note, I sound like those adults that are trying so hard to be like up and coming with the new generation. But like, I mean, it's true. It's so easy for us to keep up with our streaks on TikTok, our streaks on Snap. But to get up and go to the gym and keep that streak going, why is that so much more difficult? Like, why? So, don't go based on motivation, go based on consistency. I'm tired, I don't want to get up, oh, I'm hungry, oh, I'm sore. Guys, I haven't gone to the gym in like 3 days. It's not fun. I'm kind of like crashing out. It also, because I go so much later, personally for me, it wears me out and it tires me. Like what I do tires me. So I come home and I pass out and I sleep so well. I get whatever sleep I need. I don't go to the gym. I haven't been sleeping well. And I'm not going to take melatonin. Because it doesn't work. It literally doesn't work. I took like 6 melatonin. Never worked. If anything, I was having nightmares. And I was like, what the freak? So yeah. Now, working out doesn't include going to the gym. I almost completely skipped over the part because I wasn't looking at my little note thingy. But, so I have tried going to the gym before I started working at my retirement home. And so when I worked in the kitchen, I was like, oh, it must be what I'm eating. No, it was a combination of what I was eating plus what I was doing. I was spending 4 hours, 5-6 times a week walking around. Drop weight because of that. I switch over to caregiving. I'm spending 5-6 days a week walking around up and down stairs, 4 or 5 flights of stairs, 8 hours a week. Bam, dropping so much body fat. I was like, this is seriously all it took. You're telling me I didn't have to go to the gym and like struggle to do my stuff at home? Could have just done this. So that's why I will say it doesn't have to be working out. You don't have to go to the gym. Just get up, just move, do something. Take your dog for a walk. If you don't have a dog, I don't know what to tell you. Go play with your cat. I don't know. Literally, I don't know. Like, get up, go do something. Go ride your bike. Do cardio. Do something. Do something. Now, the thing about the gym that you have to be careful of, if you are working, if you're doing more than cardio, if you're doing, like, actual working out, fun fact, muscle weighs more than body weight. So that's why, when I was younger, I would, like, lose my shit. I was like, why am I not losing weight? I'm gaining weight. I look like, guys, I was putting on muscle. I used to be really muscular. I'm not anymore. But, and that's been something that I have to be okay with going back to the gym, is the fact that if I'm going to the gym to work out and to build muscle, muscle gain equals weight gain. So, that's why, so if your goal is weight loss, do cardio. Lots and lots of cardio. If your goal is muscle gain, cardio and also, regular working out, like use the rest of the equipment, whatever. That's my suggestion. That's what I found is working for me, is I'm able to put on more muscle, unfortunately gain weight, but it's okay. I'm okay with it, because as long as I don't look like I'm gaining any weight, it's fine. With that, you want your summer body, just, you want to be toned, you want to be fit. I'm about to start Katy Perry and Snoop Dogging this up in here. Gotta start now, guys. Summer's in like 3 months, guys. 3 months. Start now. Lock in now. Literally not that hard. You don't have to go to the gym and spend 2 hours there. I don't get how people spend 4 or 5 hours there, and I think it's because they're just sitting on their phones. Bro, I spend like 2 hours there because I think I do about an hour of cardio and then an hour, like 45 minutes working out, 15-minute stretch. Please, for the love of all things good, stretch after you work out. I've noticed that when I don't stretch, I'm so sore, I barely walk. I feel like I'm dying when I don't stretch. Please stretch. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt like a bitch. But it's all gonna hurt. So just do it. I'm not gonna kill you. So the big thing is be consistent. Please be consistent. Please be healthy. You will lose so much fat. You might not lose weight. It depends on what your goal is. But this is the other thing too. Don't count calories. Do not worry. Don't count your calories. Please don't. Don't count your calories. Don't starve yourself. So the other thing, pay less attention to what the scale says and more attention to how your clothes are fitting. Are they getting looser? Are they getting bigger? And obviously, depending on what you're going for, like, it'll be a good thing. Like, if my sleeves start to fit less, good, because I'm trying to build that. But if I'm, like, filling out this crop top and I'm looking like Winnie the Pooh over here, that's not what I want. I would rather be flat and not fit. Does that make sense? So, like, I'd rather, like, most of my pants don't fit anymore, actually, because my waist has gone so much more, like, back. It doesn't fit. Like, genuinely, truly, that's what I'm going for. Even if I'm not completely flat, because the other thing, too, is, like, the lower part of your stomach, like, where it sticks out, like, down here, that's where your uterus is. All that extra protection is protecting your uterus. And I know some people don't want kids, but, like, that's where you're gonna be growing a family. Maybe, eventually, possibly. Who knows? But, like, that is a bodily function organ that it's protecting, and that's why there's that little bump right there. My problem is I want to lose this up here. Stomach fat. I don't care about down here, I want up here gone. So, also, my back fat gone too. Jesus. Now, one of the cool things that I've heard from a lot of people who go to the gym is higher weight setting, lower rep count. So instead of doing, like, I can't even give you an example. I lost it. I had it. So basically, if it feels like you can barely do it, do like 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6. Doing that, maybe 6 to 8 times is better than doing it 20 times, like 12 times, you know what I mean? Because you're not actually building any muscle. There's nothing really going to change there. If the weight is so easy, you can just, if you struggle with it and you have to do less, that's different. That's better. So higher weight set, lower rep count versus low weight set, high rep count. You're not really doing anything. You're just wasting your time, and unfortunately too, I'm just going to say, other people's time. Because if you're sitting at the equipment spending 30 minutes there because you're, oh, I have to get in my 3 reps of 100, 60, whatever it is, that's ridiculous. Why not just do like 5 to 10, do that like 8 times, 6 to 8 times. That's what I've heard is the best. But we're getting there. I'm really weak, so I'm kind of like starting really low. That's really all I have. Overall, be consistent, be healthy, take care of yourself, recognize that everything plays a huge role in how you function all together, and that at the end of the day, nothing's going to change if you don't change. I say this more nicely than a lot of other people that like do Goggins, but like the big thing, nobody's going to come save you. You've got to get up and do it yourself. You've got to go out there. You've got to do it yourself. Nobody's going to help you. Nobody's going to do it for you. You want to see a change. You be the change you want to see. You become the person you want to become. You become the person you looked up to as a kid. Don't wait for that, because that's not going to come. You have to do it. You have to be the one to change. You got to be the one to do it. You have to get up and do it yourself. And with that, thank you all for watching. A little bit of a longer video, but I feel like it was necessary. It was necessary. I get to talk more. Better than my 6 minutes. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm more than happy to try and answer them. I will always do my best. Look them up if I have to. You can also always do your own research to see if what I'm saying is correct, incorrect. Doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, be consistent, be careful, and take care of yourself. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.